What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, and let's find out about these Imperials.
Resurrect the elemental Empyreans. True. If we do that, we might be able to suppress Inominat's domain.
It may even liberate the minds of the Malakim that Inominat has under his control.
I'm sure some will no longer obey their exorcists.
Good. We'll take a big bite out of their forces.
More importantly, Inominat will lose the ability to enhance the resonance of his exorcists. Most exorcists will no longer even be able to perceive Malakim at all, just like before. Of course, anyone as innately gifted as me is another story. Will I become unable to see Laphicet? We won't know until we try.
Eleanor...
Then let's give it a shot. I'll accept whatever happens.
But these elemental Empyreans, they're gods, right? You sure it's okay to disturb their beauty sleep?
They control the four elements. Waking them is likely to upset the balance of the world quite a bit.
I'll take that as a no then.
We don't even know how to revive them. At worst.
If it's anything like the opening, then we need to offer a sacrifice at the Earth Pulse on a Scarlet Night.
We have to kill someone?
The act of killing is not essential to the ceremony. All that's needed is a soul free of malevolence.
If that's true, then doesn't Velvet already have a whole belly full of them?
The exorcists I devoured.
It's perfect! You're a Therian. You're capable of releasing the power you absorb. The souls of the high-ranking exorcists you ate should do nicely. Use Oscar and Teresa's souls to resurrect the Empyreans?
It's worth a try at least. When's the next Scarlet Night? 3 years after the Advent. In other words, soon.
Do we have enough time? The four Empyreans are asleep in different places, right?
Correct. 4 Earth Pulses for 4 Empyreans. But if you use a life pool, you may be able to awaken all 4 at the same time.
A life pool?
Earth Pulses normally flow horizontally, but in exceptionally rare cases, they can flow vertically. This causes energy to collect at the Earth Pulse's base, forming a life pool. Though sometimes the energy flows the other way, upward, into what's called a life spring.
Oh! So if we make use of one of these life pools, a single sacrifice could reach all 4 Empyreans.
Where are they? There's a life pool in the northern reaches of Midgand, but I heard a large temple was built over it recently.
That's the Empyrean throne! We can't go there, it's Inominat's home base!
Most unfortunate.
Couldn't we use a life spring? It all connects to the same place, right? We'll have to go against its flow, but...
We'll force the soul right down its throat.
Where's the nearest life spring?
Our best bet would be Mount Killerhouse.
Eisen?
I'm fine. What's done is done.
Killerhouse? That's the volcano on the northernmost tip of Northgand, but it's a hellscape of ice and lava!
Naturally. Killerhouse is the most powerful life spring there is.
So, in short, we shove the souls of the exorcists into the molten core of that volcano.
That should awaken the 4 elemental Empyreans. Together, they will seal off Inominat's domain. It's just a theory, but...
It's one I'll put my money on.
Me too.
Then we're off to Northgand. Mount Killerhouse is north of Helives.
To the volcano we go! Actually, hang on. I would've hit these chests up since I know they were respawn chests. After this episode, it may be time to take a break. Wait, hunt.
The ship's ready to sail. Where are you headed?
We don't have...
Huh? Why would we have a grudge against you guys? The first mate fought like the first mate. The captain died like the captain, right?
I suppose.
Then no swabby here can blame you for what happened. We're Ifrit's pirates, and don't forget it. We're not so pathetic that we need pity from some lord of calamity.
All right. The ship's in your hands.
Aye aye. You can count on us.
The Von Eltia looks the same as ever.
But it feels utterly different, doesn't it?
Yeah. Even Benwick looked like he'd been crying.
I can imagine. But if we let ourselves despair now, we'd be a disgrace to Ifrid's creed.
We have to swallow our anger and grief, and sail on.
Right. Following a creed isn't always pleasant. We must do what we must.
I won't allow the Abbey to do things like this.
Destroying someone like that, turning them into a puppet, it's unconscionable.
Still, a heart can never be fully bridled. It can be shattered, but never erased entirely.
Ifrid proved that.
Right. His body is gone, but he lives on through his crew. Magilu is right. What lives in one's heart can never be erased.
Yeah, the heart is eternal.
Go.
I see. Orichalcum or not, Stormquell snapped like a twig.
I'm afraid so. It was Inominat who did it. But I think Shigure could have done the same.
So hardness alone isn't enough. Forgive me. I thought I had found clarity, but it was only foolish pride.
You should be proud. You are, without a doubt, the greatest swordsmith in the world. I'm looking forward to your next blade.
Even now, you would still place your trust in me.
Of course. Is there any other swordsmith who could craft a blade out of orichalcum? You're a master of your art. A visionary who spent centuries working to forge a blade of legend. I'm honored to know you.
I don't know what to say.
Unless, of course, you've given up on making a sword to surpass Stormhowl.
Does this look like the face of a man who's given up?
Not in the least.
We're making good time.
The only problem is that ceremony that Artorius was going on about. We don't know how long it'll take.
Ifrid said they called it the ceremony of suppression.
I don't think it'll work without
Most
Elvin's
likely,
despair and hatred,
it's how
though.
Inominat plans to release his power.
Most likely. He hasn't absorbed Laphicet in your despair, so Inominat should still be incomplete. But if his powers fully awaken...
Humanity will be robbed of their free will.
I can hear them celebrating now. The uglinesses of the human soul are suppressed. And the world is free of malevolence! Hurrah! Hurrah!
Robbing humanity of its will. They'll be like I once was. Something's coming!
I was wondering when we were going to get another animation. Shit, is this the suppression happening already? Oh no. Oh no!
Hey, please guys, let's not fight!
This is a domain?
Inominat's domain.
Their wills have been stolen.
It's not been fully sealed away yet. Rokuro, give him a good smacking. Wake him up!
On it.
Aizen!
Got it. We'll put in at the nearest harbor. To Port Zexen!
I feel like some jerk played tug of war with my brain.
Dig up some spirit. They're trying to strip away your will.
Oh no! Look! It's that merchant! You're all right!
I do not deserve to be all right. I used people, stepped on them just to make a profit. I even aided wanted criminals so that I could expand my business. My soul is black with ugliness and can never be forgiven.
No, wait! Stop!
The world needs to be purified of malevolence. I don't belong here. I have to die. I have to die. I have to die.
No,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
not right!
You can die if you want, but saying you have to die is a good way to make my blood boil.
Those awakened to their own malevolence seek to end their lives. Welcome to Artorias' uncompromising world of reason.
First they steal humanity's rudder, and now they want to say who lives and who dies?
We should find out what's happening here. Unless you'd rather not see.
You're right. I wouldn't. But I won't hide from the truth any longer.
Before anything else, we'll need to confirm just how far his power reaches. Let's head to Logris.
Inominat suppression. Is this the ideal world the Abbey envisions?
Bien! There's no life in anyone's eyes! This isn't a fun place at all! It's not just people's minds being shackled. They're being forced to die, too. It's terrible.
Why would dying be part of anyone's ideal world?
Even under such strict control, new sins can still rise to the surface. If that happens, it's better to end the life of the sinner. Melchior came to the same logical conclusion.
What utter rubbish.
Anyway, we need to get to Logris.
So this is the result of their ceremony of suppression.
Seems that way.
What's going to happen to the world? How far will Inominat's power spread? When his domain expanded, I felt a faraway power suddenly come closer. It was enough to blot out the whole sky. I'm sure it's covered other towns too.
His domain is certainly extended to at least the entire populace of this country. Otherwise, what would be the point?
That means what happened at Port Zexen is happening everywhere.
Everyone is either a puppet, or...
Dead by their own hands.
Inominat created this ideal hell in a single moment. That's the power we're up against.
So we few are standing against a truly monumental force.
This is your last chance to turn back.
Turn back to what exactly?
Forward or back, we're headed into hell either way.
At least this way, I'll have my own free will. I'd prefer a living damnation to that oblivion.
Well, don't come
Why it
crying
doesn't
to me
affect
later.
her.
Let's move along then.
Is it because she used to be an exorcist? Like, I don't know. Has it affected all the guys in the ship? I mean, obviously, you know, it's not going to affect Malix, and it's not going to affect Velvet, who's a demon, or Rokuro, or Aizen, but Magilu, I don't know, I guess it just doesn't affect her because she's a witch, but doesn't it affect... I don't know, maybe it does have something to do with being an exorcist, and that, I guess that would, you know, her ability to perceive Malachim, that would explain why it doesn't impact Eleanor or Magilu. Regular, run-of-the-mill people. Even in this ideal world, there's still demons and monsters running around. Nice fucking job, guys.
It was the height of foolishness for a low-born person like me to hold on to romantic fantasies about Prince Percival. I should seek a male companion suitable to my social status, and live a life free of pointless desire and pride. Form, beauty, appearance, all are superfluous. Reason dictates that I seek a biological partner, who lets me live my life with greater efficiency.
While what she's saying isn't technically wrong, it really creeps me out.
It's impacting guards. I don't get how Artorias can think this is a good idea. This isn't humanity at all. This is just, it's literally a world of puppets. Go check the blood
Even
links.
the capital is silent as death.
Inominat's power did all of this. A god among gods.
I knew it. I said all along that taverns are dens of evil. Now there is no one left who desires that demon drink. It clouds man's judgment and causes good people to fall into corruption and sin. It should never have existed. Taverns shall now only live on in history books.
I've always opposed the sale of nectar and intoxicating drinks. From now on, those places once known as taverns should be used to distribute food equally to all.
Flavor is irrelevant. It is enough for food to fill the stomach and contain the nutrients necessary for survival. Food is not something that should be enjoyed.
But eating is part of being alive. If you can't enjoy your food, how can you enjoy your life? I don't want to live like that.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't there anyone here who still has free thought?
I hope so. There has to be.
Mommy!
That was a child.
The fuck?
Mommy! I'm scared! Mommy!
Don't show any feelings, dear.
If they spot you, they'll...
Prince Percival! Tabitha!
You're still you!
Feelings are not allowed.
Demons? In the capital? No, they're molecules.
Tabitha, your mind's still your own?
Yes, somehow. But Prince Percival and that girl...
Looks like those Malachim took them away somewhere.
The prince was trying to help us get away. He said that the Abbey was gathering those who still had control of their own will at the villa.
We need to go after the prince and see just what's going on at the villa.
We don't know what sort of defenses they have at the front gate. Let's sneak in through the back.
Good plan. Back into the catacombs, then.
You got it.
Probably gonna have a Nominat just like walk and be like boop boop boop, start tapping people on their heads and turning them into puppets. Hoping there was something up here, but. Let's get this cat chest. Ask this one back at the start. Where do we go? Is it? I don't remember where the hole was at. I thought it was like right around here somewhere. Highway, Barona Catacomb, there it is.
So those weren't demons, they were Malachim.
Yes. They were probably ordered to hunt down any humans who still possess free will. Inominat isn't whole, and his suppressive powers are not yet absolute. So he must be using the Malachim to find anyone he missed and process them. Sounds like him. Process?
Be it a prince or a little girl.
Aboard! Where do I gotta get? All the way to Villa side. So, probably gonna take that teleport. I think that should get me over there pretty quickly. Let's go get that chest real fast. Gee, the enemies here did not scale at all. Probably over the worship hall. Oh, this is back where the Therium was.
Save me! Mommy!
My mind is...
A channeling circle!
He's eating their will directly!
How we do martial arts.
With an entrance like this, it's almost like...
Like we're a bunch of heroes.
Hey, no fair! You were supposed to say, like what?
You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Prince Percival, are you all right?
Yes, thank you. Well, I know I can still feel scared out of my wits at least.
It's all right now. We'll help you find your mommy, and then
Mommy was executed. They killed her because she stole food to give to me.
Jesus Christ.
But that's okay. They had to. Mommy was acting against reason.
So this is the true face of their suppression.
Yes, this is the ideal world sought by Shepherd Artorias. As long as malevolence gave rise to demons, this was the only way. That's why the Kingdom of Midgand consented to his plan. But I will never consent.
Basically fucking zombies.
A world without sadness, but also without joy. A world without hate, but also without love.
You suppose the whole world's like this now?
No. Even this close to the Empyrean's throne, some here have held on to their free will. Still, we don't have much time.
Right. I can feel Inominat's domain spreading even now. It's incomplete, but it's quickly growing stronger.
Even we might be suppressed if this keeps up, and then it'll be reason o'clock all day long.
Prince, Griffin is doing well.
Good. That's good. I'm happy. Truly. Until now, I thought I was just a tool to serve my country. But when my feelings were being torn from me, I felt myself want something. No, I thought. I don't want this. I don't want to lose who I am. I understand the true horror of this ideal world now. I know it's selfish to put this burden on you, but I beg you, stop all this. Stop Shepherd Artorias.
You said something to me once. A bird that cannot fly is no bird at all. And now I say this to you. People stripped of their feelings can never truly be alive.
Yeah, that's how I used to be.
We're going to defeat Artorias. We're going to make this world one where we can be ourselves. We're doing it for us, not for you.
You've changed, haven't you?
You really have. You used to be a sword wielded by your own hatred. But now, you're in control. You're the one who swings the blade.
Even if I still don't know when to sheathe it.
Don't worry. When danger comes, I'll be there to protect you.
My, I'm jealous. It must be nice to have a reliable young man like that by your side.
It certainly is. Our Fee's a gallant soul.
Eisen, about Captain Ifrid.
I dealt with him. But the Abbey, they stomped all over Ifrid's pride to achieve this suppression of theirs. With these hands, I will destroy them.
Then I'm going to be selfish too. And as just another flawed human being, I will offer a humble prayer that you succeed.
Well, I'm pumped. Who wants to go cut our way into this throne of theirs?
We can't just barge in, sword for brains. We gotta prepare.
We stick to the plan. Wake up the 4 Empyreans and take Inominat's domain away from him.
Artorias said the ceremony wouldn't be complete until the Scarlet Night.
Will they complete the ceremony first, or will we awaken the Empyreans? It's a gamble.
Well, moping won't get us anywhere. Let's head to Mount Killerhouse.
Right. It's time to suppress the suppression.
Suppress the suppression. Oh, man. Still, though, suppression's fucked up, dude. Like, quite literally just turns the whole world into fucking zombies. Like, that's deep. Anyway, I'd say this is a good spot to make a save. I want to get some... But we'll wrap up here, and we'll continue working our way towards the end, getting the Empyreans. So stay tuned, and we will catch you all next time.